Hey guys, it's that time of week again, Southern Antiquity, and I'm really excited about this week's find. I have Napoleon and His Marshals by J.T. Headley. Volume 2. It's the 14th edition from 1847. It's a real nice find. We got some really good stuff in it. I can't wait to show you. What's exciting for me is this book came from the Baker and Scribner, which is, it says right here, I looked this up for you guys. It's a prominent 19th American publishing house funded in 1846. We have a book from 1847, like the first year as this publisher was opened, we got one of their first books. And it even says later on down, as you can see, that the book in question, Napoleon and His Marshals, is their most popular book. It's beat up. This is the front of my book, what it looks like. We'll get to the cover. I'll show you in the talking head portion of this, the closer the indentation. I'll show one that's in much better condition, what it's supposed to look like. But I'm not really I collect ones that are in mint condition, sure, but I will take books like this because of the journey they're on. There's writing in this. Like, this book's been over a 100-year journey, and it's got such a good story to tell. Like, check this out right here on the spine. Check this out. Like right here on the spine, where you could see someone clearly molded it with tape, and they wrote in white lettering, Napoleon and His Marshals. And the lettering, this was probably done because it's got the stamp in the book here at the Spartanburg County Library, where the book has obviously been. So they probably did that. They repaired it, which I appreciate, but it's not an intact version. So, but that's, to me, this is what makes this book cool. It tells another story. And probably my absolute favorite portion of this book is this here. This was written, I had this checked out. It was written in ink with an ink quill. This says, I'm not 100% sure, I'm not great at this. I think it says WB, and I think that's an L. I don't think that's Hampton. I have it in my hand right here. Give me a second, I'll check it out. It's W.B. Lumpton's book, New Prospect, Spartanburg, is what it says. Now, New Prospect, this book came out in 1947. New Prospect, Spartanburg was founded in 1920. So this book the person that had this book was there 20 years after the settlement of this particular place. Like, what an awesome time. What an awesome thing to find inside of a book. I researched this. This would have been written and it still holds up in 1846. And the guy in question, W.P. Lumpton, was a teacher in New Prospect when they founded the settlement. And this is the kind of material, Napoleon and His Marshals, which is a book about, basically it just chronicles Napoleon and his marshals, but it shows how the marshals may be overlooked due to Napoleon, so it kind of highlights them more. And it gives us an idea of what W.B. Humpton, whatever this name is, I believe it's Lumpton. That's the name that when I looked up, it was an L. That's the only person I could find. But here you'll see the indentation on the other side and some other etchings. And it also gives us a great idea of what this man was teaching his kids in school. They were learning about Napoleon and his counterparts and things like that. This indentation on the other side where he wrote it, you can tell it's an ink, and it imprinted on the other side. Like, the ink was still wet. Sorry, the nerd in me came out. This is so cool. I got to see this, learn about a person, go to the history of New Prospect, Spartanburg, learn about this teacher. What a fun find this was. I got to go on a whole adventure. It was really, really fun. And then next, I'm going to show you the pages here, the opening page, because this is really important in a lot of these older books. See here, this is just the opening page. It's not particularly special, but it really, volume 2, this is a 2-volume book, but it really shows us the edition of the book and how to look it up. I wanted to go over this here too. You'll see it in a second. Here we go. The advertisements in the back of the book. These were always cool. It's a great time capsule to go through and look. It's other books that were for sale that were from the same publishing company. It was mostly educational, which would make sense for a teacher to have. Like, we see the Flower of Innocence, a simple flower, of female martyrs, that whole thing, tales and illustrations, dressmakers and the Forsaken Home, things like that. All books I'd like to have, by the way. But what a cool little time capsule. You'll see it here too. I know you can't see it that well, but this is just to give you an idea of how the advertisements, how they looked, how they differed a bit. We've got a religious one there. And here in the back, this isn't the best one, but you could see the flower faded, just once again, this is how the structure of the advertising would go in these old books. All right, guys, we're going to get into the talking head portion of this. I have the book right here. Like I said, you could see that the spine I was talking about right there in the white painting. That's cool. That tells a story. And you can tell this is beaten and beat up, but you can see there's an insignia right there. They would do these in these older books and imprint them. Here's one on the back. that you can see that insignia probably shows up a lot better. See, but my favorite part, as I showed you in the video earlier, I'm gonna have to hang on a second. I have to get to it. I gotta be delicate. These old books, I don't want to mess it up. My favorite part. This is my favorite thing ever to find in these books. This right here. Check that out. Oh man, from a quill from the 1800s, and you can see where it imprinted on this side. Awesome. And as for the story in the book itself, Napoleon and his Marshals, it mainly highlights the Marshals and how you know the writer felt like Napoleon overshadowed them a bit, but it's flowery a little bit toward him because clearly he had an admiration for Napoleon and his Marshals, but that's not the point. But all the way through this book, man, I love this. And but they would put these little pieces of paper here. You see how flimsy it is. Hold on, I don't want to tear it, so I'm going to try to hold this a certain way. There we go. See that little piece of paper right there? Those little things. Oh, you find them in Bibles too. That's a nice addition. Over the portraits. And check this out. Look at the pages. Look how old those pages are. Check that out. Awesome. I love this stuff. This was a great find for me. And I got to go on an adventure and check out, there's other writing in here. And check out WB, I believe it's Lompton's. Lompton. That's who I found, and because it's like an 80% match, so that was cool. There's other writing in here. You can tell it's from the Spartanburg Public Library. It rested there for a while before it moved into where I found it, which I found it at a used bookstore. And there's other writing in here, but it's in pencil. And I'm not, these names, I think these would be people who, like, we have, once again, this isn't the same names. It's not the same. We've got like Julia Earhart here, but these would have been someone that it's in pencil. So this is, it's not, I'll still look it up, see if I can find if it's any significance. I doubt it is. But man, what a cool find. And you get things like this, these stamps that they would randomly do. They don't do this a lot anymore. See right there at the bottom, you can get the numbers in the Spartanburg Public Library. They just, this stamps all over this thing, and it tells you a fantastic story of where it went, who it went to. It's binded pretty well for how old it is, and a lot of it is from the tape here. Like I said, I don't always collect for pristine condition. It's not really the point of this channel. The point of this channel is more for preservation, the story. We get into the book, where the book's been, things like that. So that's the fun for me. So this is one of my favorite finds so far, because it's a good read too. Like I said, a little flowery toward Napoleon. You could tell there's a bias there, but interesting read nonetheless. And also with New Prospect Spartanburg, learning that only 20 years after it was established, this book was being taught to some of the classrooms around there. This exact book, how cool is that? That's in my hands over 100 years later. Just awesome stuff. And I know that's not everyone's cup of tea, but I will absolutely nerd out for that kind of thing. And my research showed me it rested at Spartanburg County Library for a long, long time. And these right here in the back, I don't know if this shows up as well. These advertisements, I was talking about them earlier. Oh, check that out. Those are cool. Sometimes you'll get advertisements for like oils and things like that, but this one's just other books. But anyway, I think I'll end it there. I'll keep this one kind of short because it's just nothing much more to say. It's more of a historical thing on Napoleon. It's not like it's Shakespeare or something I could go into detail about. It's more of a historical piece. But it's just, once again, it's so cool that this is actually a part of history around my area. And I ended up with my grubby little paws on it. So great find for me. I had fun, and I hope you guys did too. See you next time.